Welcome to How We Heard It, the podcast about music, pop culture, movies, and more, with your hosts Wayne Bledsoe and Chuck Campbell.
Aloha, this is Chuck Campbell.
With Wayne Bledsoe.
I'm John.
And I wish we were in Hawaii.
Yeah, no better place, right? So we got a fun one today, I hope, if we can keep our act together, and that is misheard lyrics.
Right.
Which, or misunderstood lyrics.
Right.
There's actually an official word for this. Did you see that?
No.
It's called mondegreens. Mondegreens are officially words from misheard lyrics.
How do you spell that?
M-O-N-D-E, like monde, like the French word, and then E-G-R-E-E-N-S, mondegreens.
I have no idea.
Which I could mishear or mispronounce also. I don't know. But I have a little anecdote here, just to get one more jab in at how terrible AI is and how it's going to destroy the world. I did a Google AI search about, what are misunderstood lyrics. And the AI answer is, many popular songs have lyrics that are often misunderstood or misheard by listeners. Some examples include I Can See Clearly Now by Johnny Nash, where people often mishear the line, I can see clearly now the rain is gone, as I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Oh, yeah, I can see.
So,
AI makes us smarter all the
and I
time.
read it like 100 times, like, what's different here?
Make
It's
it make
exactly
sense.
the same. And this is our future, so we will never know anything ever again.
Yes, everybody can be a great writer now that AI is.
Yes, everybody, anybody.
Great research.
Third grader, you name it.
Absolutely.
Yes. But anyway, just for reference, that the misunderstood lyric, 1972, Johnny Nash, it was misunderstood as I can see clearly now Lorraine is gone.
Lorraine.
That bitch Lorraine. She's always causing trouble.
Yeah, and now she's
always
gone.
blocking my view.
Always.
Well, so how do we want to go about this? I've got probably about 20 from this century because, I like to do that.
Yeah, I know.
And then I've got at least that many older ones. But these will all move pretty fast, I think. I don't have any deep conversations here.
Well, I wanted to say, the ones that I actually, or, the
That you
personal
misheard.
ones.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
First.
there's some differences here. I think that's important because there have been some that I misunderstood, and there are
Right.
some that are generally misunderstood. There's some that I just can't believe were misunderstood as
Same.
the way. And I think in those cases, maybe people did it as a joke and then kind of spread it around.
Yeah.
So somehow people thought, oh, some people were hearing that as that.
But when the misheard lyric is part of the damn title, I don't believe that you misunderstood
Right.
that lyric when it's in the title of the song.
Right.
Unless you just heard the song and never knew what the name of the song was.
Right.
Which is possible.
That's possible.
That is possible.
Yeah, I mean, how are you going to know?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
There's nobody telling you.
I have a couple of examples.
Okay.
All
well,
right.
cool.
Well, cool.
I want to start out with I was 8 years old
Okay.
when the song The Sounds of Silence came on.
Okay.
That was on the soundtrack to The Graduate, which I saw at 8 years old, which I never should have seen at 8 years
Yeah,
old.
that's not an 8-year-old movie.
It's sure
good
not
Lord,
an 8-year-old
no.
movie, but I love
That's a Simon and Garfunkel
I
song.
love the
But
music.
Anne Market was great.
Right. And Margaret.
And Margaret.
Isn't she in that?
No, Anne Bancroft.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
Or
somebody.
maybe you're thinking about
And Margaret's great in anything.
Anne Margaret's
Yeah.
always great.
I guess.
Carnal knowledge. Knowledge. And
Oh,
Margaret was
yeah.
in that, right?
Oh yeah, she's great in that.
Very much in that.
And that's a similar sort of a
I'm
Before
sorry.
our time.
zeitgeist. There.
Well, you guys are the movie guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
No, Catherine Ross. That was the young person, Catherine Ross. But
Sorry.
no, silence like a cancer grows.
Sounds like a
When I was
cancer.
8 years old, and of course you know how in music I was from the very beginning, I thought they were saying cancer like a casserole.
And you never ate casserole
Never
again?
ate. Well, we didn't have casseroles.
Oh, you
I
weren't
didn't
the
really even know
casserole
what a
type?
casserole was, but I
Oh,
knew
really?
the word. Yeah, we
Okay.
didn't. I don't remember us ever having casseroles as when I was a kid, but I was like, silence like a casserole, and thinking, wow, what does that mean?
Yeah. That's some poetic license.
No kidding. I always looked at all the lyric sheets, so I didn't misunderstand too many of them.
Right.
But I've got one that Sarah, my girlfriend, just texted me because I told her what we were doing on that one. And the John Cougar Mellencamp song, Jack and Diane, changes come around soon, make us women and men, which I don't understand how she misunderstood that. But she understood it as make us swimming in them.
Make us swimming in them?
Yeah, I guess in the changes.
Okay.
So, I mean,
okay.
you know, that's an example of where you make it make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there have been times when I knew the lyrics and I'd seen the lyric sheet, and then someone floated out how they misunderstood the lyrics, and now all I can hear is what they heard. and sometimes there have been ones that have been like just one word that sounds almost the same. And sometimes like it's amazing just how long a passage can be completely misunderstood. I can use Taylor Swift for an example of both. Yeah. Okay. So Taylor Swift, with the song Blank Space, there's this line where she says she's got a long list of ex-lovers, but somehow people understood it as all the lonely Starbucks lovers. So it's like she says, got a long list of ex-lovers, but people hear all the lonely Starbucks lovers, and now I hear all the lonely Starbucks lovers, even though Starbucks, most of those words aren't even in that. But at the same time, she had one to represent the easy to understand. 2014 also, she had style. And she said, I've got that good girl faith and a tight little skirt. And people hear it as I've got that good girl face and a tight little skirt. So that's just like a very slight difference between, well, there's a huge difference between face and faith. But
I think I like the misheard better.
Yeah, I do too. So anyway, that's how extreme it can be or how very close it can be.
Well, you know,
And plus, I think all Taylor Swift fans read her lyrics religiously, so I don't believe anyone would misunderstand her lyrics, because she always gives them out there.
She keeps those lyrics, and then she keeps secret. Then they have to look for secret codes in the lyrics, because she'll capitalize things and tell people, you know, give people a secret message.
Yes.
You know, John Mayer sucks, things like that. I mean,
Well, he does.
But, well, I realized looking over lists of what people have misunderstood that We Built This City by Starship, which is a song I hate.
Down.
Now I might be able to listen to it if I can only hear it as We Built This City on sausage rolls.
Yes. I had that one down, too. And I thought, this sounds better.
It's way better.
I like We Built This City on sausage rolls. That's way better.
The San Francisco treat.
But yeah, now I can maybe listen to that song and enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. I got another two for here, and it's Selena Gomez. And the thing about it, these are two of her really most poignant kind of soft songs. And one of them, it's a song called "Good for You," and it's real sultry. Selena Gomez, talking about how she's gonna wear, I think, your favorite jeans, real tight, blah 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 blah. And she's talking about, being like this jewel or whatever. And she says, I'm 14 carats. But people hear it is, what, did you know this? I'm farting carrots. I'm farting carrots. I thought, well, I don't know if that'll help her look good for you, but, it's certainly a... But then there's another one she had, and it was for The Heart Wants What It Wants. And I love that song. It's a very tender and sad, melancholy song. And it starts with, she's doing this little high over vocal. It's not really her main vocal, but it's like an accoutrement or whatever. And she's going, what the heart wants, what the heart wants. Have you heard? Okay.
I don't know this one.
And I knew it, and I knew that, and I was listening to that song at the time, and there was a guy that I worked with named Juan. He was in Nashville. I don't know if you knew him very well. Great guy. But someone told me that people were hearing, for the F word, too. She uses the word, but I'm going to use the F word. But they were hearing it, what the F word, Juan? 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 And it was like, how could you hear that from What the Heart Wants? But then when I went back to listen to it, that's all I hear. That's all I hear is F word, Juan, F word, Juan.
Well, this is one. Kiss, which one of the only Kiss songs I really, really like is Rock and Roll All Night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want to rock and roll all night.
Yeah.
And this really, I can relate to this now that I'm older. People hear it as, I want to rock and roll all night and part of every day.
And part of every day.
I've got a cute little story about that song.
Okay.
It's not about misunderstood lyrics, but in 6th grade when it's Valentine's Day and your mother takes you to the Walgreens and you buy the box of little Valentines with the little envelopes, and you get the class list of all your, and you write one out to every member of your class.
Uh-huh.
But there was one girl, Laura Welker. If you're out there, Laura, know that I did this for you.
Oh.
I bought her a copy of Kiss. I want to rock and roll all night.
Uh-huh.
So every other kid in the class just got the little cheapo printed Valentine, and for her, I got her a Hallmark card and a Kiss single.
Oh, wow.
Didn't work.
Didn't work.
Wow.
She was like, oh, no. What grade was that?
I think it was 6th grade.
6th grade? Okay.
That's pretty romantic for the
That's
6th
a
grade.
that's a very...
Yeah,
That's
by high school, I knew better.
Yeah. 13, 12, those are very disturbing years.
Yeah.
You become a whole new person.
Well, I'm going to go back and listen to rock and roll all night and party every day in a totally different...
Part of every day.
And
Yeah,
part of every day. That was actually a Family Guy thing, too, where they were going to Kiss, and Peter, the man, was just like a huge Kiss fan, and Lois, his wife, wasn't really a fan. And they were singing along, they went to the crowd, and then they turned the mic on her, and they said, I want to rock all night, and they turned it to her. And I think she said, and part of every day. And then, and Peter was like, music's dead to me now.
Well, one of my favorite stories about misunderstood lyrics is Greg Kihn, who did Jeopardy? Those songs, and the breakup song. He got a demo of Rendezvous by Bruce Springsteen before Bruce Springsteen released it.
Okay.
Because he was going to put it on one of his albums. And the line is, we desire so much more than this girl.
Okay.
But Greg Kihn heard it as, we desire so much more than this squirrel.
Well, a squirrel leaves a lot.
Squirrels, girls.
And that's what it sounds like when he sings it.
I heard Cyndi Lauper had to turn down squirrels just want to have fun.
Oh, yeah, well, that's a good one.
Well, last night my father-in-law brought up this one. That's a pretty good one. It's a John Prine song. The song is "That's the Way the World Goes Round," and it's a live version. And he's talking about, well, this next song I'm going to play. I had someone come up to me, a young lady come up to me at a show and asked me if I'd play the Happy Enchilada song, and I said, I'm almost positive I've never written a song about an enchilada. And so she sang it, and it turns out it's That's the Way the World Goes Round, and the lyric it actually is it's a half an inch of water and you think you're going to drown. But she heard happy enchilada.
I've heard him tell that story. That's and it sounds like it if you listen to it. After you listen to it,
yeah.
After you hear that, you always hear Happy Enchilada.
Yeah.
And then he started singing Happy Enchilada.
Oh, I didn't hear the whole thing.
Well, on Ariana Grande's Thank You Next, it's all about, it's a philosophical song. She's going through all of her exes and talking about, how she appreciates, this one taught her that, and this one taught her that, and all that. And she goes, I'm so effing grateful for my ex. But people are hearing is, I'm so effing grateful for my eggs. And I thought, well, given the prices now, if you've got a stockpile of eggs, you might be grateful for them.
Maybe it was her own personal. I mean, it was the eggs in her body. Maybe,
Oh, well, yeah, that too. She's not, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I have another AI story here because I thought, well, my girl Olivia Rodrigo, she's got to have some misunderstood lyrics, And so AI said Olivia Rodrigo has some misunderstood lyrics. It said, like, deja vu being misheard as deja vu. This is AI, people. This is what we're turning to learn things.
Oh, I know. Well, we discussed it before. I mean, AI had me and Dave Loggins writing a hit song together.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That and when I was trying to find a story on the V-Roys, when I was writing something about them, it was adding people into the V-Roys.
People added members?
Yes, new members. And of course, we know all those
people.
guys. We're friends with those guys, and
I don't think that guy was in the band.
No.
Well, there was an Olivia Rodrigo song, though, where I misunderstood the lyrics, and I think mine was better.
Okay.
Okay, and it's the song Bad Idea, right, which was a hit, and I've talked about it before. She's talking, it's a rock song, and it's this guy who was like a terrible boyfriend. They broke up, and man, there's nothing she wants to do more than hook up with him tonight, you know, so she's looking at him differently and everything. And, she goes, God, when it look at you, my brain goes, ah. So like her brain freezes when she's seeing him because she's so torn, she's so into him. And and then she says, can't hear my, and then it sounds like in this counter vocal, she's saying, I cannot live without you. But what she's actually saying is, I cannot hear my thoughts. And I thought, oh, it's so much better because she's having this little looking at this guy, and she's frozen, and she's like, I can't live without him. But instead, she's just like, I can't hear my thoughts. So my version was better.
I like your version better, too.
I do, too.
At the end of I Am the Walrus,
Right.
there is a weirdly distorted vocal by John Lennon that people in the Paul is Dead thought he said, I buried Paul. And John said that he was saying cranberry sauce.
Well, now I've also heard that at some point he said, I'm very bored. And I mean, when I've listened to it, because I knew a guy wrote a whole book on the Beatles clues, I think it sounds more like I'm very bored.
Well, it's running through processing, and it's like slowed down, and it's almost unintelligible.
Yeah.
It could be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff with the Beatles' death clues that people are misunderstanding things.
My wife thought the Elton John song was "Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza."
Yes,
Everybody
I saw that one. But you know what? I did my research on that one. That song came out in '72, and nobody knew who Tony Danza was until '78. So there's no way.
But that song didn't get really popular until
Tony
Almost
Danza.
Famous came out.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, all of us who had that album loved that song, and if you were a big Elton John fan, you knew it. But it didn't become a big thing until that came out. That was whatever that was.
That was in the 90s, wasn't it?
At least 90s.
I knew it was an old
2000s.
song, and I thought, when was Tony Danza? And he was on his first TV show in '78. But I guess if you don't hear it till the '90s, who's going to look at it?
But again, it's the name of the song.
It's
Tiny
the
Dancer.
name of the song. That's true.
How you missed that?
But I like that. You know, hold
like
me
Tony
closer,
Danza.
Tony Danza. I mean, it'd be like a good, bold song for Elton John, too.
Well, yeah, you probably liked Tony Danza.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure
know.
Tony Danza was quite cute back then, so, you know.
Well, on that same subject matter, the most misunderstood lyric probably of all time is Jimi Hendrix with Purple Haze.
Yes.
Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Yeah.
And even my late wife thought he was saying, excuse me while I kiss this guy.
It's really hard to tell the difference.
Yeah.
And he
is.
started singing it that way when people started misinterpreting it that way just because he thought it was funny.
Yeah. My sister, who doesn't always have the greatest sense of humor, I was going over some of these with her, and she was like, And I did that one. She goes, oh, that one makes sense. So she gave approval to the Jimi Hendrix.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
This is probably just an apocryphal story, but I remember my grandmother telling me about going to church, and it may have been in the sermon that the minister was saying that a boy had come up and said he particularly liked the song Bradley the Cross-Eyed Bear. And the line was, gladly, the cross I would bear.
Well, that brings me to Alanis Morissette. You ought to know, because she has a line where she goes, I'm here to remind you of the cross-eyed bear that you gave to me. And people hear that as I'm here to remind you of the cross-eyed bear that you gave to me. All right.
I kind of like that better.
Yeah.
The cross-eyed bear you gave me.
Sounds cute.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Satan on the cover of the Louvin Brothers Satan Israel album.
Yeah.
The devil, his eyes are all crossed.
That is a strange cover.
Yeah, it really is. I thought at one point the Stevie Nicks song White Winged Dove was One Winged Dove. And so I was corrected, and so I just finished the line out with flaps around and flies in a circle.
Yeah.
I like One Winged Dove. I mean, that sounds more fragile and mystical,
Just
like Stevie
a
Nicks.
one-winged dove flaps around, flies in a circle.
Well,
Ouch.
how about in Stairway to Heaven? And this makes me listen to it differently, too. You know, as we wind on down the road, there's a wino down the road.
I think I saw him today.
Yeah. He was probably out there on the street.
every day. I got a Harry Styles song where he's talking about the As We Were.
Uh-huh.
And there's this part where he gets real fast and he's just talking about singing about being on a treadmill and how life is just flying by and you're just in this rut and nobody's enjoying life or anything like that. And he goes, go home, get ahead, light speed, internet. I don't want to talk about the way it was. But everyone hears, go home, get ahead, lion's feet in a net. Lion's feet in a net instead of light speed internet. I think you have to try really hard to get that, but it's kind of imaginative.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, and The Weeknd had a good one in 2016. It was called Reminder. And it was more, kind of a hard-edged song, and he's talking about trying to get played on the radio and trying to get people to hear him and everything. And of course, he's a person of color, and he says, "You're too busy trying to find that blue-eyed soul." But everyone was hearing, "You're too busy trying to find that blue asshole," which I like.
Is it like some reference to the movie Avatar?
Maybe, or maybe something you need to see your doctor about. I don't know.
Well, we were on Elton John a minute ago. Everybody in school, when Benny and the Jets came out, thought that he sings, "She's got electric boots, a mohair suit." Everybody thought he was singing "Electric Boobs."
Yeah.
Electric boobs?
Boobs. Electric boobs.
Oh.
And I don't know
Those are
what
the
they
best
thought
kind.
mohair suit was, but
Well, the word electric can also be misunderstood. Hey, we're interlocking here. But Lana Del Rey, Lana Del Rey, she had her Summertime Sadness hit. People always heard a line in it. She goes, "I'm feeling ill like Drake tonight." And what she's singing is, "I'm feeling electric tonight." But they were hearing her, "I'm feeling ill like Drake tonight." And that's just, she's got the odd pronunciations and all that stuff. So,
well, I mean, I think that works too.
I think they're synonymous, ill like Drake and electric, But again, so maybe electric's a hard word to say.
This is low-hanging fruit. How about Manfred Mann's version of the Bruce Springsteen song "Blinded by the Light"?
Yep. I think
Wrapped
that's
up like a douche.
Yeah.
And it's deuce.
Yep. Revved up like a deuce.
Oh, is it revved up?
Revved up
I
like
thought it was
a
wrapped
deuce.
up.
I think it's actually revved up like a deuce.
I had no idea and no real interest. I mean, at the time, well, I don't know if it was at the time or after the time, but there were people talking about it, and they were all wound up, and it was like douche was this filthy, awful, worst word you could ever say. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And what song? But I remembered. And then when I finally was hearing it and hearing what people said, I'm like, yeah, what difference?
Well, that was...
I didn't know what wrapped up like a deuce would mean. But what did you say?
Revved up. It's
Revved up.
He's referring to a type of car. He's referring to a hot rod.
I thought he
deuce.
was like talking about dice or something.
No, he's referring to a hot rod.
Oh, okay.
All those early
still
songs.
didn't understand
Yeah.
that one.
Well, I didn't figure out for ages what it was either.
It says here that it's cut loose like a deuce.
Well, that's definitely not what they say in the Manfred Mann version.
Yeah, okay.
I think they may say wrapped up, but I think the actual lyric is revved up. I think. I can't remember.
Well, this is AI, so.
Oh, if it's AI.
Oh, no.
No, it's a genius.
Where deja vu sounds like deja vu.
Yeah.
No, I don't know
But-
if this is AI.
But yeah, in school, everybody, because I think it was a hit in like 74, 75 when I was in school.
Okay.
And it was the Manfred Mann version, and they don't pronounce it any clearer than Bruce does.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's enunciated weirdly, so it doesn't sound like any particular one of those. Or it sounds kind of like all of those things.
And you have to know that he's talking about a specific... I can't remember which hot rod it is, but anyway, it's a deuce, whatever it is, is referring to a hot rod.
Yeah, the Manfred Mann version, they say revved up like a deuce.
Okay, revved up. I think revved up is the right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as long as we're talking about vehicles and everything. There was the Far East movement who had a song called Like a G6. And this is
And I never knew what the hell they were talking about.
2010. Yeah, and nobody knew what a G6 was, right? And it's actually like a luxury private plane, but nobody knew that. Everyone thought it was some kind of car and some brand that never heard of or whatever. But so she would sing, Dev was a guest singer on that one, and she would sing, "Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6, like a G6." But everybody was hearing, "Now I'm feeling so fly, like a cheese stick, like a cheese stick." Which,
Well, you know.
I mean, I guess a cheese stick could be fly, but
I'm getting hungry.
Cheese sticks are pretty good.
yeah, food finds its way in here a lot. I think that's a subconscious kind of thing that we are all thinking about food all the time.
Yeah.
We're more likely to hear food.
Well, I have to tell you that the Rascal song "Groovin'." I interviewed Felix Cavalier. I can't remember how you pronounce his name right, but and we talked about a misunderstood lyric.
Okay.
Groovin' has the song has a line, "Life could be ecstasy, you and me endlessly." And everyone, including me until I read the lyrics before I talked to him, thought that he was saying "you and me and Leslie."
And Leslie.
And Leslie. I thought, well, it must be the
Hey,
kid.
you
It's
know.
like, it's like a couple.
I was thinking
that's
a
their kid.
thruple. You
Maybe
know?
it's a thruple, but I thought it was a
What
kid.
song is this?
Groovin'.
Oh, Groovin'.
Life could be ecstasy, you and me and Leslie.
Okay.
I was thinking it was going to be "In the Sea."
No, endlessly.
Endlessly.
And I thought that was you and me and Leslie forever. And apparently everybody else did too, because he brought it up. I think that was when I asked, what has been written about you that's wrong? And he said, "Oh, well."
We don't know no Leslie here.
Speaking of Leslie, my wife Leslie,
Yes.
when she was a kid, thought the CCR song said, "There's a bathroom on the right."
Everybody
yeah.
did.
Yeah,
You know,
I found that one too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a bathroom on the right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's
Lori
great.
Wilson was. I did a column on this one time, a long time ago, and that was one Lori Wilson brought up too.
Yeah.
That's one of the most common ones. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, it's helpful.
It's good to know that.
If you don't know, yeah, it's always good to know where the bathrooms are.
And as we get older, we need facilities.
We're especially keeping our eyes open on where they all are. Another food one here. We had Eminem and Rihanna.
Speaking of food,
Speaking of food, yes. We had Eminem, yeah. And Rihanna, I don't know, that may be some tropical something. They had the song Monster, and, Eminem's doing his rapping thing, and then Rihanna comes in. She sings, well, this is how people hear it. I'm friends with the mustard that's under my bed. She's saying I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. It's I'm friends with the mustard that's under my bed.
I like that better too.
Yeah, and for a bonus, Beyonce, Single Ladies.
Right.
People, and I hear this now all the time. It's like all the single lettuce. All the single lettuce. All the single lettuce. And you just hear lettuce over and over and over. The name is the Single Ladies. I know it's Single Ladies, but especially with the backing vocal, the counter vocals, it just sounds like lettuce. All the single lettuce.
All right. Let's
right.
talk about Madonna for just a minute.
Oh, wait, I got some Madonnas. Now, don't you steal none.
Well, now, I mean, we're dipping into the same well here. But Like a Virgin?
No,
Well, say it.
That's one of my favorites. Well, so that is one of my favorite oldie ones, and and because it's so funny. But she sings like a virgin, touched for the very first time. But people hear that as like a virgin, touched for the 31st time.
I find that much more believable. I'm
Me
sorry.
too.
It's Madonna after all.
I know. I'm not even sure 31st is enough, frankly. But and she also had a food one, and this is one I hear all the time. But it was when she was in her, I don't know if it's the Who's That Girl phase or what, but she did La Isla Bonita, and and it starts out with "Last night I dreamt of San Pedro."
Right.
But the misheard lyric is, "Last night I dreamt of some bagels." And I hear that all the time. It's always, "Last night I dreamt of some bagels, and I want a bagel." So there's the good Madonnas. I had to take that one back from you, though. I just can't let you take my Madonna.
Well,
You got
I'm
any
not
other
taking
Madonnas?
it.
She's got a bunch of them.
I think that was the only one that I just thought, if Chuck doesn't bring this one up, I got to bring
it was
this up.
ready. It was ready to go.
It was too funny.
I'm still dwelling in the old ones, but yeah.
Well, okay, here's another one. This is for the young people that were listening to the Beatles and haven't they didn't know Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Yeah.
And instead of the girl with kaleidoscope eyes, they hear the girl with colitis goes by.
And that might make more sense. I mean, I thought of what are kaleidoscope. I know what a kaleidoscope is, and kaleidoscope eyes. I guess it's just they were on drugs or whatever.
Well, I mean, it's you can see he's talking about this magical, crazy place.
Yeah.
But the girl with colitis would totally bum that trip.
Well, she goes by.
Yeah, but
a reminder. Of
how do you
what
know
happened.
she has colitis when she's going by without evidence? I'm just saying that.
I don't know. I'm not even sure what colitis is. So
Find it out.
Yeah, well, it's not something you want to.
not something I want to talk about.
It's
when you're taking
swelling
acid.
or inflammation of the large intestine.
But
okay.
Yeah, but
I'm
it
thinking
causes
you don't
she
want
goes
that.
by.
it causes you to have diarrhea. So I mean,
Dead diarrhea.
dead diarrhea.
Is that what did you
You
say?
misunderstood me.
Okay.
There's a band name right there.
There's a diarrhea planet.
Well,
That's
after
a band.
Diarrhea Planet became a thing, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can't even think of a band name anymore.
We'll have to do worst band names.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
let's-
do.
yeah, we gotta
that's-
do that.
we gotta do
Diarrhea
that.
Planet's going to be right up there at the top.
Well, it could be best worst band names.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Well, we ought to do best band names one night and worst band names another night.
Okay.
Or maybe we could just play them off each other. But yeah, the girl with colitis goes by. That's that's like I've said before. I'm very visual.
That assaults all your senses.
It does. It does. It would be terrible.
I just thought it was something we wouldn't even know about.
Here, John Lennon's having this great acid trip, and all of a sudden, the girl with colitis goes by. It's rough, very rough.
Bring you right down.
Yeah. Well, he says that wasn't about acid, but it was.
Of course, yeah.
I
No
think
question.
Leslie said she had a friend that thought life in the fast lane was fly in the Vaseline.
Ooh, I like that better.
Fly in the Vaseline.
Except it's sung with a really bad southern accent, like Vaseline.
Vaseline. Yeah, a friend of mine, he said his mother thought the Go-Go's, for Our Lips Are Sealed, they were just singing, I'd love to see you. So I'd love to see you. And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. He said, nothing she thought made sense. She thought that Hall & Oates was Hallin' Oates. Like Haulin apostrophe Oates. So they weren't really that kind of a band, but so yeah, I wish I had known her, so I could have known so many other things that she got wrong.
Oh, I like that. Hall & Oates.
Have you never heard that before?
No.
Seems like there was a band around here that did a gig as Hall & Oates.
Just to catch
Sounds
all
like
the
something
poor.
Todd Steed would do.
Oh, it does sound like a Todd Steed project.
Lil Nas X, the Old Town Road. That one gets misheard in many different ways. Whoops, I keep bumping the mic. I don't know what's going on. But he says, Lil Nas X goes, I'm going to take my horse to that old town road. So he's getting the title out there. But some people hear, I'm going to take my horse to that watering hole, which is one thing. And other people think, I'm going to take my horse to that hotel room.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
multiple wrong interpretations there.
I'm more intrigued by taking the horse to the hotel room.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of what...
What if it's multiple whores?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to take my horse. Oh,
The
maybe
motel room.
maybe that's how it's actually being misinterpreted, and people, okay, well, that would totally make sense.
Yeah.
And for Lil Nas X too, I mean,
He was never at one of Diddy's freak-offs, as far as we know, was he?
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
He's pretty,
The horse in the hotel room, I'm just saying.
yeah.
It could happen. I have no idea what exactly went on, but, could be.
Yeah, I know. But I strictly only check into rooms that have a horse policy.
No ho?
Because I don't know.
Yeah. Policy.
Oh, no. Yeah, you can't get away from that. I actually, this is revealing more about me than I probably should, but if I have the option between one king-size bed and two double beds, I would rather have a double bed because I think that king-size bed probably gets a lot more action than the double beds. Or at least
I've never thought about that.
So something to think about if you worry about such things.
Unless you're somebody that jumps from one to the other. I mean,
Right. Well, I always imagine it's like a nice family, with like kids in the bed and parents behaving themselves in the other bed. But
Maybe so.
it could just be a group sex room or
Could
something.
be.
Like that.
I think king size beds are just too damn big. It's like
Yeah.
you got to swim over to each other.
Yeah. And if you're taking whores plural, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Well, I mean, then you
Well-
need a
Then you
king-size
need
bed.
the added suspension.
I'm just going to sleep in the car from now on.
I remember planning out a bicycle tour with me and my friend Jim Rivers, and one of the hotel rooms I called to make the reservation, and they said, "Well, this room has a hot tub in it, and is that a problem?" And I was like, "Nah, that's great. We've been riding all day long. Our legs are going to be killing us." What they didn't say was that it was a room where they normally had 2 double beds, but in the plate they took out one of the beds and put the hot tub in there. So we had to sleep in a double bed together.
Oh.
And
that
that's very romantic, you know.
We just all right.
That
What
bed
are the
probably got
rules?
more action than previously.
And then you couldn't help but think what unspeakable things had happened in that hot tub.
I got to tell you, my late wife's
God.
family, anytime they, and that got me in the habit of doing it for a long time. It's like before they would touch anything, they would have a can of Lysol and spray the entire room, everything down, everything.
I always take the bedspread completely off the bed because they never wash
Oh
that.
yeah. I got some hotel stories that I don't want to get into right now, but you know,
You need to tell the
hot tub
Alice
meme.
Cooper snake story.
I've got a hot tub meme. It's called, well, I can't
we've
even
told
tell you
that.
what the name of the drink is. But it's 2 parts vodka, 1 part white rum, and 3 to 5 drops of Bailey's Irish cream. And I'll have to send that to you as to what the name of the drink
Okay.
is.
interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell you when we're done. You'll never have that drink. I promise.
Well, while we were on hotels and stuff, Hotel California. I will like this song better. I mean, I really never need to hear Hotel California again, even though I think it's a great song. We've talked about that. But I didn't realize that people were hearing "On a Dark Desert Highway," Cool Whip in My Hair.
Like you do.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm
It
going
gives
to
you good hold, you know.
When you're in the desert.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And if you get hungry, you might be able to get some fragments out of there.
I think it makes me like maybe want to listen to that song again now.
Yeah, you're not too fond of
Imagining
Eagle. Right. So, you know, kind of bring them up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
Did y'all ever see? Somebody made a meme of who were the 2 twin guitar players in the Eagles, but they're doing the and they hit that big note, and on the video, whenever they hit the high note, it's little kittens going meow. It's hilarious. It makes me like the Eagles a lot more. The Eagles with kittens.
Yeah, everything's better.
There's
with
another
kittens.
band name.
Eagles with Kittens. Yeah.
I have a real obvious one, just like this is one that I could understand, but except the name of the song is Paradise by Coldplay. And it goes, dream of pair of dice. And it's like, dream of paradise. Every time she closed her eyes, that's one that, you know, just kind of like, okay, you know, we gotcha. And then Miley Cyrus, when she was talking about Flowers, which is about being single, and she can be better to herself than Liam Hemsworth ever could. Mm-hmm. She goes, I couldn't buy myself flowers, but people hear, I can buy my son flowers. So, yeah, funny, not great
Does
funny.
she have us? Oh, bye.
No kids.
Well, how about, okay, this is one I didn't know about until I read about it, but it makes total sense because that's the way it sounds when you think about it. Suspicious Minds by Elvis Presley. We're caught in a trap. Mm-hmm. I can't walk out. Mm-hmm. Well, people hear it as, we caught him a trout.
We caught him a trout.
And that actually rhymes as opposed to we're caught in a trap.
Oh,
and I
it
can't
doesn't
walk
rhyme
out.
with
trapping
out.
out.
No.
Well, I'm glad someone took care of that.
I kind of like it better with we
Yeah.
caught him a trout. I can't walk out. It's like, we're going to have fish tonight.
You can't walk out on fish.
There was one that I was misunderstanding from Chapel Roan, and it's My Kink is Karma. And she's singing to an ex who was like a terrible boyfriend and everything, but his life is falling apart. So she's watching these things happen to him, and she's getting off on it. So she's like turned on by it. But she sings, it sounds like she's saying, it's hard when you're having a meltdown in front of your house. It's hard when you're drinking and you're running your mouth. What she's saying is it's hot. And I thought, am I the only one who's hearing this? And I was looking around, and sure enough, other people were saying, I don't understand why she's talking about how she's getting off, but then she's talking about how hard it is. And it's like, so enunciate, be clear, and it'd be a lot funnier song. So I had a trouble connecting with that, but as soon as I realized what she was saying.
Send her an email. I bet
I'll send her an email, yeah. She's very receptive to criticism.
Really. What was the line again now? Say the line one more time.
Which one?
The one that how you heard it is hard.
What she says, it's hard when you're having a meltdown in the front of your house. It's hard when you're drinking downtown and you're running your mouth.
I think she's just talking about his state of being.
Oh.
You're talking about it's a, sexual song.
Oh.
So there we go.
Okay. We took that a whole other way.
Yeah, I was thinking, wait a minute. It sounds like, okay, this sounds like sex to me.
Okay. But
she's just saying she wants to get something straight between them.
That's right.
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're forgiven, Chapel Run. I'm sorry.
I think you've made it better. I think it's real. Yeah.
Of course, Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. This is kind of a funny one, and here we go again. But it's Empire State of Mind, which, of course, is a big New York tribute from 2009. And Jay-Z has a long rap intro, and then Alicia Keys comes in with, in New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. And people hear concrete jungle, wet dreams, tomatoes. So, there's some food in there, too.
I think we need to make one song out of all these misheard lyrics. I think it could be an incredible song.
Like, the whole thing is misheard.
The whole thing is
misheard lyrics put
only
together
made
in one
misheard
song.
lyrics. Yeah.
That would be good.
I think
It's kind of like my friend that did the whole tape of nothing but Jimmy Page guitar solos. Kind of.
Yeah. I think we could do this, though. That would be fun.
I think we could. Of course, the biggest one I would think from 2000 on beyond was in 2000, and it was an NSYNC song, It's Gonna Be Me. And, of course, there's a big famous meme out about it. And what happened, I saw Justin Timberlake, lead singer on this song for NSYNC and many other songs for NSYNC. Max Martin, who is a huge pop producer and turned everybody into just giant hits and everything. But Justin Timberlake was singing, it's going to be me, it's going to be me. And Max was like, no, put some more flavor on that, put some more spice on that. So he started going, it's going to be May, it's going to be May. So now, for anyone who hasn't seen these, if you see memes in April with a big old grinning Justin Timberlake that says, in a few days, it's going to be May, that's all it's about. It's about, it's going to be me as it's going to be May. But he's blaming producer Max Martin. And you know what? That probably made it even more of a hit because people like, putting flavor on it.
Yeah. Well, are you going to bring up ABBA?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just waiting.
Stay away.
I'm just waiting because
Stay away.
It makes me like ABBA better hearing these songs the wrong lyrics.
Yeah, there's one that's just insane. Well, I've got one last one from this century, and as I'm talking about Justin Timberlake, this is a little bit different, but it's Britney Spears.
Okay.
And she had a song called If You Seek Amy.
Right.
Do you remember that?
I remember that well.
Because the whole idea was it's not misunderstood, but the lines are trying to, her line is, and you can take it however you want. She goes, all the boys, she's just singing about how popular she is and everybody wants a piece of her and everything. And it's all the boys and all the girls are begging to if you seek Amy.
Yeah.
So she's not spelling anything, but obviously it makes no sense. And then
Right.
you hear the letters and all that.
Yeah.
But I can't say that because that's one of the banned words. But that one's a little bit of a trick because it's like it's trying to be misheard.
Oh, yeah. That one's a real cheat.
And I have a friend named Kay. That joke goes around all the time.
Yeah. F-U-C-K. Yeah.
If you seek Amy.
Yeah.
All right. So should I go to these ABBA songs that you brought up?
I want you to go to the ABBA songs because, I want to talk about them.
Okay. All right. Well, one is Dancing Queen.
Right. This is the one that I particularly like the different lyrics.
Well, I just know just the one line, but it's like Dancing Queen, feel the beat of the tambourine.
Oh, this is a different one. Yeah,
Oh.
It's the same song, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, people are hearing that. Dancing Queen, feel the beat of the tangerine. What have you got?
See that girl, watch her scream, kicking the dancing queen.
Kicking the dancing queen.
And it's actually see that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen.
Right, right.
And it's like,
I like kicking way
I'm
better.
I like
kicking,
kicking way
it's a
better.
totally different dancing queen now.
Yeah, digging that word's kind of archaic now, so nobody uses that
Yeah,
anymore. I mean,
kicking
but
the
you can
dancing
still kick
queen.
things.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, then there's another one. Did you see Chiquitita?
Yeah, I saw that one, but
That is hilarious because it's a song that they did. It was for it was like a fundraiser for care or something, and I believe they were targeting like children in third world countries and homeless children or orphans and hungry and all that. Just like really, and so they had this really beautiful little song called Chiquitita, and the lyric is Chiquitita, tell me what's wrong.
Uh-huh.
But it's heard as, take your teeth out, tell me what's wrong. Which, just the thought of taking your teeth out to tell someone what's wrong on such a song like that, I don't know, it was highly
I think the
inappropriate.
first thing that's wrong is I ain't got no teeth.
Right.
Well, is it a Frank Zappa song? Baby, take your teeth out, it'll be fine. I can't remember. There's a song, "Baby, Take Your Teeth Out." I don't think I'm misunderstanding. With Zappa, you're probably not misunderstanding. But yeah.
Did you have another ABBA song? Or
Well, now
there's a bunch of them.
well, I saw one, but I figured you'd have all the ABBA ones. I just wanted to bring that one.
I didn't do more than two of anybody. So.
Okay. Well, there was one with Fernando that they totally got wrong. I can't remember what they were thinking about that, but it was.
It's always the pretty songs that they go after, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yep.
It's kind of suspicious. Well, Dancing Queen's not really a
Well, when I was a kid and listened to Good Vibrations, I never understood that they were saying excitations.
Excitations. What do you think it was?
Well, I couldn't figure out what it was when I was a kid, but I saw people said, giving me her citations.
Yeah,
And that's
okay.
like, that makes sense too.
I've heard that.
Is it like a cop?
Could
Is she
be.
like a cop?
Yeah.
Waterfalls, TLC.
Right.
I don't know if you've heard that, but and I don't know how to hear it this way, but don't go chasing waterfalls.
Right.
There, people are hearing it as go Jason Waterfalls. Like there's a guy named Jason Waterfalls. Go. I think
Pretty cool stage name though.
Yeah, Jason Waterfalls. Yeah,
Yeah, I
someone
like
should come
that.
out with that name.
I think somebody should take that name on as like their stage name.
Another like deliberately misheard one, just so incredibly misheard. Of course, it Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana, Kurt Cobain definitely playing with his enunciation and everything. The one of the lines particularly is a mulatto, an albino,
Right.
a mosquito, my libido, which doesn't make sense anyway. But it's heard as I'm a lion, I'm a vinyl, I'm a skittle, I'm a beetle. I don't know which is more absurd. So
Well, when that song came out, I couldn't believe that what I thought he was saying was what he was actually saying. I thought I was misunderstanding the whole thing.
Yeah,
And it turned
And that's
out,
by
no,
design.
that's
Yep.
what he was saying.
that's what he wanted people to think.
A mosquito, my libido. It's like,
Right.
to me, I think those are some of the best lyrics of all time. I mean, just because they're just so, like, whatever,
Right. Yeah, that's true. It was just kind of
Words that rhyme.
Here are just words.
Yeah, but it's like, it makes you, I mean, I've thought about those lyrics ever since that song came out. What the hell's he talking about? I like it. But it's kind of like Louie Louie because nobody could understand anything in Louie Louie. And everybody made up their own lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, back in my early formative days as a musician, I played in a cover band and we played REM songs.
Oh,
You just make up whatever sounds like what Michael Stipe was saying.
yeah. Losing My Religion. That's me in the corner. People hear is Let's Pee in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I kind of like that.
Well, and
better.
that's when Michael Stipe
that's
started.
appropriate.
That's when Michael Stipe started actually enunciating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The early albums, he was just mush mouth.
Yeah, you couldn't understand anything.
And then he did Shiny Happy People, which I think everyone regretted, most of all him.
I actually like that
I
song.
like that Kate Pearson's on it, but it's like, ooh.
It's a nice little throwaway song. I don't know why people hate it as much as they do.
Yeah, I think the hate is outsized to the offensive of the song.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a little piece of fluff, but
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with
But
that.
it comes on, I like it. I think it does feel happy. It's not, it's not a great song, but it's like, yeah.
It's up there with Walk It on Sunshine for me. It's like trying too hard from a group that's like never really been that kind
Walking
of,
on Sunshine has made Kimberly Rue a
I
gazillionaire.
know, I know.
That's
We've
been
talked
used in
about
so
this.
many commercials.
We've talked about this, yes.
You want to show that your product makes people happy? Put that song on.
Another food one, Sweet Dreams by Eurythmics. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Which she does have a weird way. She's Scottish.
Yep.
She has a weird way of saying this, so people were hearing cheese.
Who am I to disagree?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I've
You need to collaborate with her.
Oh, I've seen that before. It was like it was a chalk sign in front of a cheese shop.
Oh, okay.
Well, my late wife had one that I always loved. I don't know how the hell she got this. The Elvis song, Don't Be Cruel. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Mm-hmm. Somehow she heard it as Don't Be Cruel to a Heartless Mule. When she told me that, I was like, how the hell did you come up with that?
I mean, if you're going to be cruel, a heartless mule is a pretty good target.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the poor mule.
I mean, he's already a mule, you know?
Sarah had another one from her cousin Al when they were kids. The Berlin song, Take My Breath Away, which I know you like that song.
I like Berlin, yeah, especially.
Through the hourglass I saw you, her cousin thought it sounded like Julio Iglesias saw you.
Julio Iglesias saw you. Yep.
I like the fact that Julio Iglesias is like a stalker.
Be
or
a
something.
reference point. Yes.
Yeah. He's like a peeping
Tom.
That only
Peeping
Berlin
Julio.
would notice.
Yeah.
Of course, Toto, Africa. I think that has a lot of different lines, but I think probably the most common is there's nothing that 100 men or more will ever do or would ever do. And people hear it as there's nothing that 100 men on Mars would ever do. Mm-hmm. So, and I saw a lot of misinterpretations of that one, but I didn't really like the song. So I just stopped at the one.
I think that I like that better too. I like a lot of these better than the original lyrics.
Yeah. Well, Billie Jean, Michael Jackson. Every Michael Jackson song, I think, has been. You were mentioning him earlier, but Billie Jean, and this is one actually. Well, he says Billie Jean is not my lover, but the kid is not my son. And people hear Billie Jean is not my mother, but the chair is not my son.
I thought he was saying Billie Jean, that's my lover, but the kid is not my son. Is
Well-
he saying not? He actually is saying not.
Billie Jean is not my lover. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was saying that's my lover, but the kid is not my son. I thought it was the thing where she's got a kid by another guy, and he's still,
Huh.
Well, that totally changes everything. But I don't like that damn song now. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, Letterman did a thing, and they were talking about the chair line. Not that they get the lover, mother. It's not my lover. And Paul Schaefer, that voice he had, and so they played the song, and Letterman was like, "Okay, see how you hear this," and he goes, "Billie Jean is not my lover, but the chair is not my." They overdubbed Schaefer in that real voice going chair. So I think I hear chair on that. So that was a pleasant memory. Queen, of course. This is an easy one to understand. We Will Rock You, kicking that can all over the place, kicking your cat all over the place.
I wouldn't like that song at all.
No, I wouldn't like that either.
That's just mean.
And I don't think Queen would do that.
I like cats.
Yeah. Don't be kicking
Give me a
cats.
break. I hate to think about all these sports teams singing "Kicking a Cat."
Got John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John with "You're the One That I Want." John Travolta is I've got chills, they're multiplying. People hear, I've got heels, they're made of plywood. I'm getting back to old
How about
stuff.
this one? How about "Living on a Prayer" by Bon Jovi? Did you find that one?
I saw it, but I can't remember that.
Yeah, it's. I like it. I like the misheard one better. It's supposed to be. It doesn't make a difference if we make it, and it's like, or if we make it or not. And it's supposed to be. What people are hearing it doesn't make a difference if we're naked or not.
Oh yeah, that's
I
better.
like that a lot better.
Yeah, way better.
Now I'm interested in the song.
Yeah, yeah. I never did like "Living on a Prayer," but now that I have that lyric, it's like, okay,
About skinny dipping
or whatever.
or whatever.
Another
Freaking.
quick misunderstanding of the Beatles. I want to hold your hand. I don't know how anyone could have heard this, but I want to hold your ham.
I read that, but I
mean,
don't
it's like,
believe
come on, did anyone
anybody.
really? I mean, the name of the song is "I Want to Hold Your Hand."
Nobody heard that wrong.
So,
They're just somebody's just.
Someone just threw that out there,
Yeah.
and people are like, "Oh yeah, har har." And Bob Dylan, "Blowing in the Wind."
I don't
no
believe that one
way.
either.
People are saying that the "Answer My Friends" are blowing in the wind. It's like, "Answer My Friends." I mean, it's pretty clear.
Nobody.
His voice was terrible, but he at least was clear with what he was saying.
Yeah, and most people didn't even hear his version of that first. They heard like Peter, Paul, and Mary's version.
I do like this misinterpretation of the Monkees, though. "I'm a Believer." Did you see
Oh
this?
yeah, I saw that.
Because it's, "Then I saw her face, now I'm a
Gonna
believer." And people are hearing that, "Then I saw her face, now I'm going to leave her."
That reminds me of the first time one of our
How
friends,
superficial.
Lawrence Spooler, told me the term butterface.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd
yeah.
never heard it. It's like, what butterface? What do you mean? Everything's hot butterface. And I was like,
Oh, yeah, I've heard that all the time.
I've heard butterface, but I never knew that was what it meant.
that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
it
I mean,
means.
I know. I just like someone with an
Butterface.
ugly face.
I guess I've been around nastier people because I've heard Butterface.
Well, this was, I mean, it's been 20 years since
Yeah,
we worked with Lauren.
yeah.
But it was
Who
like,
did you hear it from?
Lawrence Spooler, remember?
Okay.
Krabinoff's
Oh, yeah,
the last
yeah,
name.
yeah.
But she said that one day. It's like, what? Everything's hot but her face.
She was the one who misinterpreted London Bridge by Fergie, and it started playing once we had a YouTube video, and it was just entertainment and online people, so it was all younger people who could hear the, and she got up, and she was, I wouldn't say she was super conservative or whatever, but she wasn't. She was pretty proper.
Yeah.
And the unedited version of that Fergie song is filthy. But she'd only heard the clean version. And so I was playing the unedited version. She was like kind of slapping her hands and moving her shoulders. And then she goes, and all the bad words came out. She goes, "I had no idea." And she was like kind of walking away to get away from the speaker.
On that same subject, quick aside. One night when I couldn't do my late night radio show. I had a friend do it for me. And I'd given him a stack of all local music, just all sorts of stuff. And Scott Miller has a song called Lo Siento. I can't remember the name of the city, but anyway, it's a little town in West Virginia. And he had a clean version and another version.
Right.
And my friend plays it on the radio, and then he gets to a part where Scott says, "F all y'all."
I love the "F all y'all." That from Freeway.
Yep.
The first time I ever heard that was Reese Witherspoon in
Oh.
Freeway. It was like, if you haven't seen that movie, this is a bonus recommendation. You got to see
Absolutely.
Freeway. She plays this teenage, just wild child who was, and what is it? Not Kevin Costner, Kevin Bacon. Was it Kevin Bacon?
No, it's Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland is the big.
Is this? He's like a man of the city or whatever, but he's also like a rapist.
But
And-
it's the big bad wolf. It's
the story of Little Red Riding Hood and the
in
big-
white trash.
Yeah, and she's just like this. Anyway,
It is
and
Freeway.
Yes,
Freeway.
It is great.
It's just raw and hilarious, and I ain't no trick, baby. Just so many lines that came out of that. And Reese Witherspoon was just such a star.
Well, she's naturally Southern.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
That movie, I mean, this is where, I mean, she's great in Election. Election is hilarious too.
Yeah.
But Freeway is when I absolutely fell in love with her as an
Yeah.
actress because she is so funny.
Yeah, and so spicy, and just the confrontation that she has with Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
Just because he picks her up, and he's like, man in an SUV, and he's got his wife, Brooke Shields.
Brooke Shields
and Reese is in court for a court appearance because she assaults him because he was going to assault her. And she said she's just laughing because she'd really hurt him. And she's laughing at him coming in. And she goes, "F all y'all and F you and your skipper wife." She's like throwing...
She says, "F you, chipmunk."
yeah, if you chipmunks. That's what she... Yeah. Anyway, we don't want to tell too much, but it's a great, spicy movie that a lot of people still haven't seen somehow. And it may be Reese Witherspoon's best performance.
It is, I mean, she's only like 16 when she made it.
Oh, was she? I knew
Yes.
she was young.
16 or 18. I mean,
Okay.
I think it was before Election.
Okay.
And-
Yeah. And before Legally Blonde and all that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it is, if you've never, I agree with Chuck. We are in total agreement on this. I've shown that movie to so many people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
But
it's not scary.
well, it's got some
I mean,
scary
it's
parts.
got some tense scenes, but just have faith in Reese.
Yeah, because it's really funny.
Yeah.
all right.
Dark, but very funny.
So I had some songs with the F word that are slid in. It's like I've noticed, especially in the older days, they would use the word funk as kind of a substitute for a different F-U blank K word.
Get the funk out of my face.
This
Yeah.
goes all the way back to the 30s.
Okay, well, I didn't go back to the 30s.
Everybody's trucking. Everybody's trucking.
Everybody's
If
trucking.
you listen to that song,
Okay.
they start changing the T to an F.
Okay, well, I only go back as far as the 70s, but Macho Man by Village People, they have this, they're like, so they have these lines like, body, want to feel my body, body is so real, my body want to funk my body. And it's like, no, and it doesn't sound like funk, and it sounds like the F word, but the lyrics are all typed as body want to funk my body. It's like, you can't funk a body, a body can get funky. And then there was another, you remember Joan Jett's Do You Want to Touch Me, her version, Do You Want to Touch Me there. It had, there's an extended outro, and in it there's a voice that comes in from somewhere else. But I don't know what she's supposed to be saying touch, but it is the F word. And she says, F you, F me, F everybody. But it's supposed to be touch, and it's just vague enough, but it's totally... And you see that all the time, people sliding in the F word, which they're not looking at my sign, obviously.
No, well, there's the Beautiful South, who I've mentioned before. They had a hit with the song "Don't Marry Her, Have Me." I think it's "Have" is what they changed it to. But on the album version, it's "Don't Marry Her, F Me."
Okay.
It's a great song. It's all about having a guy lost in fantasy and porn and stuff like that. It's like and they're speaking to him. Don't marry this woman. Have me.
Okay, it sounds like Beautiful South.
But those poor people who had listened to the single and then bought the album were pretty shocked.
Yes.
One of my favorite local songwriters, Brett Winston, wrote a song, something about she does everything to get my rooster clucking, and if you haven't guessed, these are all metaphors for love making.
The West Side Daredevils were such a great band.
Oh, that was Brett Cassidy.
Brett
Winston.
Brett Winston. Oh yeah, okay. The Ghosts and okay.
The French.
The French. Oh, the French. Man, the French were great.
Well, I'm done. If we've crossed our little
I got one more little story that Leslie told me.
Okay.
She and some of her girlfriends were being driven around by Leslie's mom, and the lip sync song Funky Town came on, and her mom was just singing along, and she sang, "Won't you take me to my guitar?" And,
My guitar.
And Leslie was like, "Oh, Mom, shut up! You're so uncool."
That's like I'd Love to See by Hall & Oates. All right. Recommendations. What you got?
No, you go first.
Me. Okay. Well, this will kind of go in, since we're talking about sexy, naughty things and such. I brought the cover in so you guys could see it for visual reference. Her name is Jeanette Katt, Jeannette, and then Katt, Katt. And the name of the album is Pink Mischief. And it came out in 1992. It was her only solo album, I believe. It was on A&M Records, and it was 92, Pink Mischief. She's also known as Jeanette Chubby, because she was the lead singer of the Chubbies. I don't know if you know them. I think they were an all-female post-punk band or pop-punk band, and, of course, edgier. She's also known as Jeanette Kansalis, which I think is a Greek name, which is just her real name. But I like Jeanette Katt. And the thing about this Jeanette Katt album from 92, it was sort of a predecessor. You have to think of the timing of it. You already had Britney and Christina Aguilera and everything coming out with that polished pop sexuality and all. And this one, she's a LA-based, Kat is. And and it's post-Madonna, too, or post-Madonna's biggest wave of, 80s and 90s. But this song is so focused on sexuality, but it's flirting in a very kind of raw, threatening way instead of like a polished way or anything like that, or dominatrix way like Madonna. And it feels kind of real. And her songs, for example, she's got a song called Girl Noise, which is about masturbation. She has a line called, "Honey, kiss my fingers, can't you tell where they've been?" I know. She has a song called "Can I Call You Daddy?" And she's talking about incestuous touch. And she goes, "Can I call you daddy when we make love?" A little uneasy. So there's this uneasy edge to her. There's another song where she's chasing after her sister's boyfriend. There's one where she's trying to seduce a virgin. There's one where she's longing for a gay guy. And she has a funny one. It's a rocker called Tricycle. And she's talking to her boyfriend about how she just can't be faithful to him. So she pitches for a threesome. And they have a threesome with a girlfriend of hers. And then she sees her boyfriend and the girlfriend making love. And she becomes enraged and panicked. And she just starts going, "Let me get off this bumpy ride." So, everything went wrong with her in the three-way. She's got a song called "Adam's Got an Attitude," where she says, I'll strap you on like a buttered cucumber and leave you in milky bliss." And that's a funky song.
Milky Bliss.
And my favorite song is "Wicked Little Wonder," which has a wah-wah guitar. I mean, she does a lot of stylistic kind of experimentation. This one has a wah-wah guitar and a conga and just kind of a sweet little dreamy song. And then she has another one, the last song on here. This is our friend Mike. Absolutely loved this woman and loved every song, and he was infatuated with her. If she ever came to town, I was afraid he would kidnap her or something like that. But she has a song called "Bound for Love," where she wants to be tied up, and it's very dreamy too. And she's talking about, tie me up. And then at the end, she goes, "It's my turn." And she says, wait. Okay, she goes, "It's my turn. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Tighter and tighter and tighter." So, and that's basically how the album ends. The music could have been fleshed out more. It's not really fantastic musically, but her attitude and just every song being so focused on sex songs and taboos and all that just made it kind of a real novelty, and especially in a time when everything was grunge and women were trying to do Riot Girls, and you didn't really have any kind of naughty but edgy kind of woman. So Jeanette Catt, Pink Mischief, 1992.
All right. John, you want to go next?
Oh, okay. It's just an oldie but a goodie. I just keep coming back to it. I've described it as funky and antiseptic. And it's 1979 album by Gary Newman, The Pleasure Principle.
Okay.
It's got, you've heard me in my car, in cars,
Yep.
That was the big hit. But
Here in
all
my
the other
car.
songs on there, they're really minimal. It's mostly synthesizer, but he's got live drums, and he's actually got a bass guitar player, but everything else is synthesizer. And it's, I don't know, he sings kind of like David Bowie. Mm-hmm. He's got sort of an androgynous sort of thing going, and he's continued on. He's still making great albums now.
He has continued on, and at the time, I remembered thinking that he was going to be like the big thing, and he was going to define, the sound and all that. But it didn't seem like he did. But he never stopped doing music. But
Yeah.
was it just Cars was basically a one-hit wonder kind of thing for him, or?
Well, yeah. I mean, that was by far
Car.
his biggest hits. It was by far his biggest hit. The reason I thought it up was my recommendation from last week was a band called Wand, and they do a version of a song from this album called Me. It's M.E.
Okay.
They do like a super heavy, distorted guitar, wall of guitar version of that song, and it reminded me of Gary Newman, so I went back and listened to The Pleasure Principle from 1979, and I just loved that record. It's just good all the way through.
All right.
Well, I really like that one too. I remember buying that when it came out.
Got it on vinyl from 79.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at how good the rest of it was.
It's really good.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to recommend you change my recommendation by talking about
Jeanette Catt.
Yes, because that immediately made me think of a song called "Fear Is Never Boring."
Okay.
by the band the Bears, which is about being with a woman who likes violent sex and
okay.
craziness. But the Bears is a band from Cincinnati, Ohio, that had Rob Fetters was one of the lead guitarists, but the main guy that everybody knows is Adrian Belew, who was
fantastic guitarist.
Played with Zappa, played with Talking Heads, played with
Laurie Anderson,
David Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie, everybody. He played with everybody. He's a terrific guitar player and just a great artist by himself.
Guitar players, but I think the world of him. So,
well, he is. I mean, every project he's been involved in has been good.
Yeah.
But the Bears is one of my favorites because it's the most melodic. It's kind
very poppy.
Very poppy, very Beatlesque. And the first album came out in '87. It's self-titled, just called The Bears. The next one's called Rise and Shine, which is about as good. And then Car Caught Fire came out in 2001 and didn't get a whole lot of attention, but it's probably their best album of all of them.
When's that from?
2001, Car Caught Fire.
I never knew about that. I knew about the first 2 records. I never even heard that.
That's the thing. It's like nobody hardly heard about it. And the band, when Adrian Belew was not with them, is called the Psychodots. And they do a lot of these songs without him. And, a lot of times when you think Adrian Belew is the great guitar player in the band, Rob Fetters is actually playing the guitar. He's terrific, too.
Okay.
So, anyway, if you've never heard of the Bears, go check them out. I don't know if they're on Spotify or anything like that, but I'm sure you can find them different places. But great music. You got a movie?
You got a movie?
Oh, well, I'll go ahead.
Okay.
I just rewatched yesterday, because Sarah had never seen it, Blue Velvet from 1986. That was David Lynch's real breakthrough movie.
Okay.
He had already done Eraserhead and The Elephant Man.
I know you loved Eraserhead.
I do love Eraserhead.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm the only person that I ever talked to that absolutely loves Eraserhead.
I thought you were crazy. That was one of the first conversations. When did Eraserhead come out?
Oh, gosh. I think it came out like the beginning of the 80s. It was actually making it in the 70s.
Well, that was long before we met each other. And I think one of our earlier conversations about movies, you were talking about how fantastic that movie was. I thought, I must have missed something. And I watched it. I thought, this guy's crazy.
Well, the thing I like about Eraserhead, and I mean, I'll pitch Eraserhead too, is it is the best example of something that just seems like a dream of anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because it travels. I mean, you look at something and all of a sudden you're following that thing rather than what you were following a minute ago.
Yeah.
So that's why I like that one so much. But Blue Velvet, of course, was his big breakthrough. Isabella Rossellini is in it, and Kyle MacLachlan, and Laura Dern, and Dennis Hopper playing one of the scariest villains of all time. Yeah. But this movie holds up. I wondered if it would hold up after not seeing it for a few years.
When did it come out?
1987. And it was the thing where David Lynch finally gets his footing into this is what David Lynch's thing is.
Right.
And you'll see little things that go through all of his movies, like the way he travels inside of things, like he looks in. I mean, the premise is Kyle MacLachlan is a guy home from college. He's walking through the open field, and he finds a human ear. And he decides he wants to find out where this ear came from. And it gets him involved in the underworld in this small town. And it's scary as all get out because he could get killed at any minute. And people are just crazy. But it's a load of fun. If you like dark humor and just dark movies.
His movies, on the one hand, I'm always kind of impressed by the imagery and all that. And it does feel like a dream, and it always makes me sleep. I mean,
really?
I get deep sleep in his movies. I mean, deep. I can fall asleep in any movie, but his movies especially, I don't know if I've ever seen enough of any of them to be able to tell you what it was about.
Wow. Well, did you watch Twin Peaks, the television show?
Yeah, and I fell asleep every time.
Really?
I watched every episode and just fell asleep and never knew what I was watching. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was good sleep.
I've never not liked one of his movies. Some of them are difficult. Inland Empire is like 4 hours long, nearly, and
I don't remember that one. But
I don't think it actually.
Lost Highway. Oh my God!
That's my favorite.
I sleep through? I saw maybe 10 minutes of that one. I slept through that one.
That's the scariest.
No idea what's going on.
It's funny how different people's sensibility makes people tired.
Yeah.
The guy that broadcasts the Tour de France Leslie just, he's Phil Liggett. He's a older British guy, and he just talks with this real clipped accent, and Leslie just is out like a light.
Well, I tried to wake up to NPR. Used to, I'd have that on my radio to wake me up. And those voices they have are so calming.
Yes.
It's like, you're not going to wake up. You're just going to right back to sleep.
That's what I love about a baseball game. I can sleep to a baseball game because it's like 4 hours long, and there's only like 5 minutes anything happens. So it's like, there's the 0-2 pitch, outside, and you just hear that, and I'm asleep.
Then you hear
you hear the crowd and line drive to left field, and I'm like waking up, and I watch, and I see what happens, and someone scores, and I go back to sleep. So it really, I don't know. That's how I get by in life.
You have a movie, John?
I don't have a movie. I've got a TV show.
Okay.
My wife and I usually have our nightly viewing habits. We'll watch one sitcom while we eat dinner, and then watch like an hour-long drama. And this sitcom, we'll just find one and go through a whole season. We've done 30 Rock. We've done Parks and Rec. We've done, just good ones. There's so many of them that are good. And we did The Big Bang Theory. It's really, really well done. But then we got through it, and a friend of ours there's a spinoff of that called Young Sheldon. Mm-hmm. And Sheldon is one of the main characters in Big Bang Theory. And so this is kind of like an origin story for Sheldon. And
there's a spinoff from Young Sheldon now, too, isn't there?
Is there?
Like, does he have an older brother? And
I don't know.
Well, his character does, yeah.
Okay, who's a country kind of guy?
Yeah, he's like
and he's got a girlfriend, like this blonde girlfriend. They have their own show now.
Really? What's it called?
Oh, whatever their names are.
Well,
Danny and Maddie or something. I don't know.
Oh, there's a woodpecker. But it's the guy named Chuck Lorre is the creator, and he's a showrunner for all kinds of sitcoms. And this one was a little bit of a slow build, but it's really got a heart to it. And Annie Potts is his grandma, is his Meemaw.
Yeah.
And she was in Designing Women, and she's great in it. All of the characters are really well developed, and they're all kind of each have their own little. But I guess we're in season 2 now.
Okay.
And it's really good. It's funny, and it's got a heart.
Yeah, I think it was a huge hit, and it was around for quite a while. But
6 or 7 seasons.
Yeah. All right, guys. I am going to recommend wholeheartedly Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh, good.
It opened in the theaters in May. As of when we're recording this, I don't know what it'll be when this finally goes up. But on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a 93% with critics.
That's amazing.
For a 6th installment of a horror series. And then the fans, they're like at 90%. But this is the 6th installment. The first one was in 2000. Everybody knows the Final Destinations. The basic premise is there's a group of people in the beginning, and one of them freaks out and has a premonition. He talks, or she talks, others into getting out of the situation, and then people die. And the ones that escape death comes after them, like one by one, in the order that they were supposed to die. So it sounds like something that would kind of run dry after time. Right. And they had different directors going back and forth. And this 6th one, it's the director team of Zach Lifkowski and Adam Stein. And it has the best opening scene of any of these movies, any of these Final Destination movies. And it's actually set in 1968. But it's the most chaotic, catastrophic, disaster that you've ever seen. And then we just fast forward to the front, so we don't really know what happened. But I just can't say enough about how lovingly crafted they did this, how careful they were to maintain the integrity of the story without just veering away from it. Normally by episodes, or by 6 series, people are just like, whatever, just give them a bunch of death. And they have all these great callbacks, to previous episodes and things that were popular for people. They have new twists that actually work. They don't do anything that changes the violence, but they find a way to bring families of targeted victims into it. They have good foreshadowing. They have some unexpected turns that, again, they're not implausible, but they're just kind of unexpected things that happen that can save or kill a character and all that. A lot of clever, everybody's there for the deaths, and it has all kinds. It has the sudden, gory, violent death, and they have the building tension death, where things are just, oh no, I can't take this anymore. And then chaotic death, where you're not sure which person's going to die and what's going on. But they have, I don't know, it's got so much continuity and humor. They've always had humor, and they even spent this time developing secondary characters, like developing them out. And it's like I was just really floored because I think it's the best one in the whole series. And I don't know when there's been a film series where the sixth one was the best, you know. So,
Never.
And Tony Todd, who was in, I think, three of different ones beforehand, and he did a voiceover for a fourth one. So he was in one way or another, he was in 4 of the first 5. He's in it, and he passed away in November. And they have actually a very poignant kind of way to bring him into it. He was alive and he filmed it and all that. And, and he had kind of he didn't have a big gory death or anything, not to spoil anything, but it had a kind of a touching way to kind of send him off, And I mean, and it was way better than I expected, and they left the door open for another one. And I sure will see it. If you liked any of those Final Destination ones, I think you got to see this one because it was just so much better done, across the board. These people really cared about the series and making it, as true to the others, and then upping the stakes without just being, overboard. So
I haven't seen any since the first one, but I liked the first one.
The first one was good. I think the second one, third one, I think there's one or two that were fantastic, but this one's just like best.
And this is only in the theaters?
It's only in theaters now. When we're recording this, I mean, it may be streaming by the time this goes up. I don't know.
You got to think people got to get their movie out to streaming. That's how people watch
Yeah.
movies.
Well, if you can see it in a theater, you definitely want to because this is a very elaborate movie. So I would recommend watching it on a big screen instead of a TV if you can.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of movies are way better at the theater.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the ones I like the little small movies, you can watch them at home. It's fine. But this one is just like so big, especially just for that opening scene, which is like 20 minutes long. And they develop a lot of characters that you never see again in that 20 minutes of just, but it was a lot of fun. And it was just kind of, I was really, really shocked.
Good deal. Well, I'll have to go see it.
It's not too scary. I mean, it's gory. It's got graphic violence, but it's not like Monsters in the Woods kind of violence or anything. It's kind of comical in a way, and there is humor. So, and I don't want to oversell it, but on the other hand, if you like this series, I can't imagine anyone who likes the series wouldn't like this.
Well,
Never even heard of it.
like,
Whoa, okay.
Wow. Well, with the title and everything, you know what you're getting into. And if you like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean.
I'm sure you'll like it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. We're done. All right.
We made it.
So, if you got any ideas for us, we made it. We survived. You can write us at howweheardit@gmail.com. You can follow us on social media, How We Heard It. Look for it on Facebook and YouTube and X and Instagram and TikTok, if you can find it on TikTok.
Fun little animations.
Fun little animations, yeah. And we'd love to hear from you. Subscribe to us, write us a nice review if you would, whatever. We're here for you. And give us ideas if you got them.
For sure.
And with that, goodbye.
You've been listening to How We Heard It with Chuck Campbell and Wayne Bledsoe, a podcast about music, movies, art, culture, whatever it is that's on their mind. How We Heard It was recorded at the Arbor Studio in Knoxville, Tennessee by me, John Baker. How We Heard It is a Cozy Planet production. If listening to this podcast has given you a burning sensation, then we recommend you sit in a hot tub until your symptoms fade away. If you'd like to reach out to Chuck or Wayne or even me, you can send an email to howweheardit@gmail.com. So thank you for listening, and come on back and we'll have another episode for you next week.